From the already late, and we're live. Oh, hey everybody! My name is Tamara Woods, and this is my channel where I talk about books and writing. Um, Sorry that we're double late. I guess the electricity decided that it didn't want to be on for a minute, which surprisingly enough, affects the Wi-Fi. Who knew?
How strange.
We live in strange times, friend.
Yes, we do.
Speaking of you being my friend and stuff, you want to introduce yourself?
I mean, I can. Hi, my name is Carrow Brown. I'm a urban fantasy author. I wrote those books on the wall over there, and normally I would be here to troll Tamara, except I didn't come prepared to troll. I was actually in work brain mode, and it takes a big shift to go from work brain to troll brain, so I'm just gonna work.
I can't tell you how disappointed that I am.
It's okay. I still have those 3 other covers ready to show you.
3?
Yeah, it's a 4-book series now.
Oh my god! Here, I'm gonna add you reluctantly to the to the description. I forgot to add you already.
It's okay. I forget to add myself all the time. All right, I'm gonna cross that out.
But yeah, things have been really weird here. For instance, I canceled writer's workshop for February, which normally I would have just moved to the next weekend, but yeah, I just canceled it, and we'll be reading that book for this month. I hadn't even read it yet.
If it's the one I think it is, I read it already. But it was a while ago.
It's about tarot.
Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, I read that one.
I bought it 3 years ago, so where the heck is it? Cool. Everything's awesome.
Everything is awesome. Everything's cool when you work with a friend. That's all I know.
Yeah, I don't even know that much.
I don't even know if that's the actual lyric.
It sounds good. I mean, it feels right.
We like it.
Let's see. Digital orders. And it was from Arwen, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Arwen. Yeah. Mapping the hero's journey with tarot, 33 days to finish your book.
Yeah, which, that sounds right.
Why not? But I don't think I have my tarot here. So that could be a problem. Thinking ahead.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Stuff and things.
So yeah, I had some losses in my family and some changes in my life. If you're on my Patreon, then you know about it. I don't really want to talk about it, if you guys don't mind, because I'm just not that. I don't know. I mean, maybe you've noticed that I don't really like to talk about my shit. It's not comfortable for me.
Yeah, I'm not really into doing that myself.
So maybe some other time when things feel a little bit more, I don't know, normal. I still haven't found a normal, so. But anyway, if you refresh your screen, the Mapping the Hero's Journey with Tarot, 33 Days to Finish Your Book by Arwen is now in the description, as well as Kara's link. And bailed out. The pre-order is still happening. I am thinking about extending it to the end of the month. because I've just haven't been able to think well in order to edit. And one of those surprising things, it appears that you need to be able to concentrate in order to edit a book.
How strange. I've
I
never heard
know.
of that.
I wouldn't have guessed it.
Yeah. I'm like looking everywhere. I'm like, I have to have a pencil in here. And it's like, I have like stationary stuff everywhere, right? But in this one room right now, I don't have a pencil. What am I going to do, Ranger? What am I going to do? What am I going to do, boy?
It's not always the way of things.
He's here for me. He's my support dog. He's like, I know you don't have a pencil, but it's okay.
The cats have abated me because I won't feed them again. So they're not interested in me today. They're like, lady, where's the snackies? Where's the snackies?
If you don't have snackies, we don't care.
Yeah. They were all trying to be my friend in the kitchen. But once they realized that I wasn't giving up the snacks, they were like, we're out.
That sounds like somebody when I go into the kitchen. Yeah, that sounds like you when I go in the kitchen, sir. You go towards the fridge and you're like, do I get the orange square? I would like orange square, please.
I think that's an accurate representation of his voice.
Yes.
Okay,
Mama makes me sound dumb, but I am a highly sophisticated ranger.
He is a highly sophisticated ranger. Let's say hi to the people.
Yeah, we should do that.
Hi, Sarah. You're at work, but you're stopping by at least. I appreciate you. Hi, Nadira. How are you? Hello, Spitz. Ah, lovely dumplings. That's lovely. Misty Kate, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hugs back to you. Hi, Rosalind. Finishing a chore. You're always getting something done when we stream, and I love it. When things feel a little bit more in last week's episode, it's easier to recap them. Yeah, exactly. Right now, I'm in the middle of the episode. It's just not as fun.
You want to go out? He wants me to let him out here in 1 second.
Okay.
Wow, you want to ditch me real fast.
Though I have been, oh gosh. Wonder when's the last time I used the Forest app?
Oh, I don't know. I think I have it on.
I wonder. Oh, gee.
Oh, there it is.
I think I only used it twice last month, which I think that tells you how things have been for me.
Hectic. Busy.
So let us create a room. And, of course, I'll just invite everybody.
Yeah.
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 We started watching, so I'm staying at my best friend's house, and we started watching Sweet Magnolias on Netflix.
Nice.
Which doesn't really sound like my type of thing, but it does have like, it reminds me of like the whole cozy mystery thing, because there's all of these characters, everybody knows everybody, it's a small town, etc., etc. And there's drama, but the drama isn't so terrible that it like breaks your heart, but it does give you a little bit of the sads. But just a little bit. And then like a little bit of the happies. And I don't know, they dress really well.
We like finely dressed people. I understand.
And they're like Southern, so it's like, oh, bless your heart.
Oh, bless you. That sounds nice. Yeah, I know. I know the type.
Yeah. So we've been into it. And there's only we only have a couple episodes left. And apparently this season 2 came out pretty recently, so we don't know when season 3 comes out.
Oh no.
Exactly. But then Bridgerton's coming out this month, I think.
I hear good things about that.
It's excellent. I like time period pieces. I find a lot of joy in that, and it was ethnically diverse, so that was cool. And the main guy was super hot, so that was cool. Spence is juggling 4 different projects today: client blogs, laundry, dishes, and some potentially epic game shenanigans. We love shenanigans here.
We do. Did somebody say Windershins? What is Windershins?
I think you're hearing things.
Oh.
No, not you, Sarah.
Oh. I was ready to believe you too. I was like, okay, well. I was like, okay, well, Tamara said so.
Well, because the second sentence was, "Am I hearing things? I am hearing things," and I'm like, "Yeah," because I don't even know what a Windershins is. What is that? That sounds like something from a creepy horror book.
Yeah, that was my thought. I was like, what is it? I don't know.
Which, I mean, would be absolutely on brand, but oh, all right. So let's do 20 minutes on the clock, and I don't know.
Maybe get some stuff done.
Let's get something done.
Yeah. Okay.
Windershins in a direction contrary to the sun's course, considered as unlucky counterclockwise. She danced Windershins around him. Huh. You stumped us. I've never heard that word before.
I know.
But that sounds like a good word for like a oh, yes. Let me write that down. Cool. There's no pen or pad around me. Excellent.
That's like me and the pencil. Like all I need is one pencil. I can't find one.
Like, I'll write that down. No.
I'm getting a pencil. That's what I'm doing in the next sprint. In our very first sprint, I will get a writing utensil and write.
Huzzah! All right, so we're gonna do this thing, y'all. I haven't done it in a while, so I feel like, how does this work again? Oh yes, I say something semi-inspirational. You have heard it before. It's in one of those horror movies I made you guys watch. Oh. Blink, blink, blink. All right. So I say something semi-inspirational, like, you guys, this is our first sprint, and we're going to get something done. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be at least one thing. And when you finish it, you're going to feel good about yourself, and it's going to be awesome. We have 20 minutes to do it. I believe in you. And let's go. In 3, 2, 1, write stuff. And we grew a tree. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below. I went through the first chapter of Bailed Out Edits, and they weren't crippling, so we're doing all right.
Nice. I found the pencil that I needed.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, and then I started getting another spread set up. You know how I am? Like, when I'm kind of like, I'm going to go full digital with everything. I still go get a fucking bullet journal. Sorry, excuse my language. But I was just like, I just need to write in a book and fill it with magical things, right? So that's what I've done. Again. Go on. You can stare at me. It's fine.
Oh, boy. Well, you know what? Sometimes it just feels better to write things down. I don't know why that is.
I think it has to do with that hand-brain connection, but I don't know. I think it also is part of, like, there's times I just don't want to look at a screen as well, you know?
Yeah. Screens hurt the eyeballs sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Hey, Kappa. It's good to see you too. Spence, client blog work and shenanigans planning.
Nice. We like that.
Oh, kitties are asleep. Kappa managed to have lunch without them waking up. Working on something just for you today. That's wonderful. That's such a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I posted a question on my Bliss Twitter, and it was, how do you write sexual scenes when you're not feeling the least bit like sexual, essentially. And I got like over 60 comments on that tweet, and I was amazed at like the various types of answers. There's some people who are like, I never feel any type of anything when I write. I just write it. And then there's other people are like, who got like almost defensive with me. They're like, what, do you need to feel angry in order to write a fight scene? Like, you just write it. Like, okay, like, calm down. I wasn't personally attacking you. It
was a general question. The internet sometimes, man.
But then I had some cool answers. Like, one person was like, pretend like it's someone that you hate and you're kind of like hate banging them, so to speak. And I was like, that's interesting. And then one person said that when you're like kind of feeling it a little bit, write down kind of sketches of scenes and then come back to them later. And I was like, that's an interesting idea. I never thought of doing that before. But then there's one person, bless their heart, they're like, well, just like don't really write them and kind of give them like a one-liner and kind of fade to black. And I was like, well, I'm writing erotica, so if I did that,
you can't really fade. I mean, the only way that you can fade an erotica is after you've already finished a scene and you're kind of indicating that they're going for round 2. Like, that's it. That's the only time you can fade.
I was like, this wouldn't really work, but thank you. And they laughed because, it was funny. But yeah, it was interesting to see like the various methods that people use, and how many people really don't have any type of arousal when they're writing stuff. And then there's people who are like, I can't possibly write it unless I'm super duper horny. I'm like, okay, well,
I know for like Lock and Key, there was like this one scene that at the time I was like, I feel really awkward writing this, and it was like the one scene that I had to finish writing. And I remember talking to Mr. Brown about it because, you know, he has general interest in my writing, but like my erotica, he's always like, tell me more, right? So I told him, I was like, I'm just apprehensive about this one scene because of XYZ. And he's like, well, it's because, I mean, have you ever done that? And I was like, well, no. And he's like, well, you don't usually write what you haven't tried before, but we can fix that. And I was like, that's not an invitation. Bless him.
He's like, I am here for you. What are you guys fighting? What are you doing?
It's like, use me for research. Use.
There's the Forest app code on the screen if y'all want to use it.
But I know what you mean, because like there's a couple of romance books that I have, and like last year, like when I was like really in that hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to look at this. I don't want to think about it. Happy ever afters are not my thing right now. And I think I had to let it rest for a little bit. And then at that point, it was like, I need to escape into a happy ever after. So when I was ready to escape into that, that's when I was more able to write it. So.
Yeah. I've gone from, you know, working on a couple of chapters each week, writing 3 or 4 short stories for Bliss, writing a couple essays for. Did you hear that?
Yeah, they're shuffling.
That's one cat. That's Muffins. Muffins looks like a small dog, and I don't know why.
And they're vocal too. The song of my people. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him because he's not normally so frisky. Maybe he's like, if you hear me running and then I scream, you will give me more food. Muffin.
Cats, guys.
He's not even in the kitchen. I think he's like yelling downstairs in the basement.
What a strange kitty.
Yeah, he's heaven help him. Where was I don't even know what I was talking about.
You were talking about how you went from writing a couple of chapters a week to
oh yeah, and like a couple chapters a week, and then I'm writing a few short stories for the Bliss medium and a couple essays for Tamara medium, and like all the other stuff that I write to nothing. I haven't completed something in 3 weeks. So I'm like, I need to get back on that horse.
I gotta write more. I always found editing helps me get back into the writing mood a little bit.
Well, I'm definitely trying to edit today.
Speaking of that, now that I've gotten my notebook thing done, I can work on this spectacularness. Yeah. It's not what you think it is, though. I'm 100% not ready to troll you on that today.
Thank you. Thank you for not trolling me today.
You're welcome.
I mean, I like it when you troll me. I think it's funny, but I would not have any type of response. I would be like, yes, robotica, indeed.
It's okay. I'll get you.
You'll get me next time. I had a moment with that stuff on Twitter today. Some lady was getting really defensive over other people being like, yeah, romance doesn't tickle my pickle. And this woman was being so judgy, like, dang. I think that romance readers and, you know, romance writers, they just, like, so many people say that they don't like it. And usually it's in, like, some judgy way. So that even when it's just like, I don't, you know, romance isn't really my thing. Like, immediate defensive.
Oh, yeah. And that's because, I mean, if you want to get into it a little bit as a discussion point, and cut me off at any time when you want to start the sprint. A lot of people, when they're going through hard times, they go through escapism, right? And sometimes escapism is a TV show, series, it's books, it's whatever. And one of the interesting things that people don't always take into account is that when people kind of like embrace escapism in whatever medium that they decide to, is that thing that they've kind of wrapped themselves around suddenly like becomes like, like a family member to them. And so when somebody talks badly about it, it'd be like me talking about your mom, and I'd say like, your mom looks bad with pigtails or something, like regardless of what it is, right? You would have a reaction because you have that emotional attachment to the thing, right? And that's why some people, if you kind of look at some of the very extreme conversations that happen about like TV shows and movies right now, and they're kind of like, oh, toxic fandom, and what's really happening is fans are just having an emotional reaction to something that they have come to like, become very passionate about. But it's kind of interesting because nobody's really kind of explored that until like the last 3 years, when they kind of realize why people form these attachments and why they get to like the level that they are. And there's lots of other factors that go into that, but going back to the knee-jerk and the judgy reactions and the way that people respond to it, that's kind of why people are like, no, romance is beautiful and it's sacred and you can't say bad things about it, you bad man. There you go.
Well, you say bad man, that made me think of a few weeks ago, this guy, it was his first time really trying out romance, and I think he'd read like 20 or something, and he was talking about the trope of like the big brawny man who, like, the type A, the alpha male, the romance.
Yeah.
And romance landed upon him and tried to destroy his life. Like, they were so mad.
You know what? He should have read this book.
I need to read the book. But the thing is, he wasn't wrong. Like, there is a major trope of like the alpha male in romance.
Yeah, and Taylor talks about it a little bit. She's kind of like, in real life, we don't want these things, right? Like, we don't want to work for some alpha asshole at work because we want to go to work and have a good time. But in romance land, we totally want like some asshole to fall in love with us and give us whatever we want, right? So
let's see. Sven says people are really judgy about romance and being not a legitimate media, but it was just 5 different people responding to romance isn't my favorite genre with, well, you're a misogynist elitist pig. Yeah. I mean, but that's really how it goes down.
It does.
And, like, that's what I'm saying with this guy who's just like, this is what I found from the romance that I read. And everyone was just like, we will take you and destroy you and rip out your throat. And I was like, damn. That's really not inviting for new people to explore
or discourse or discussions or anything. Yeah, there's a guy that I do like gaming raids with, and he's always like, did you watch this show? Have you watched that show? I was like, look, man, I don't watch any TV right now. And he's like, why? Because you're too busy reading? I was like, no, because if I don't like something and I say I don't like it because it's bad writing, I don't want to get, well, you're a racist pig thrown at me. When that response fad goes away, then maybe I'll watch stuff again, but until that dissipates, I don't want any part of it.
I just don't watch a lot of stuff because one, I've somehow trained myself to have a short attention span, and 2, if I like it too much, then I'm gonna want to like watch all of it, and thereby utilizing precious moments where I should be finishing my own stuff.
Yeah, I might watch more TV once I finish all of my current projects. Like, that's kind of like my reward. It's like, but I don't know what I want to watch either, because like Mr. Brown wanted me to watch Yellowstone with him, and I was like, what's Yellowstone? And he's like, well, it's Cowboy Mafia. And I was like,
that's Melissa's like, you need to watch Yellowstone. You need to watch Yellowstone. You need to watch Yellowstone. And then, okay, so over the weekend, I will finish the story and then we will start a sprint. Over the weekend, we were at my family's house, hanging out with the family, and we spent the night over at my brother Billy's house. And they started vibing about Yellowstone together. And like they queued up the first episode and they're like talking about it, this, that, and the other. And I'm trying to ignore them because it was like all spoilers. It was 60 minutes of spoilers. And I'm like, I haven't watched this yet. But they were having so much fun that I was just like, okay, well, go into other room, put on headphones, don't listen to them. But they were like absolutely vibing. They're like talking about these characters. They're like, yeah, and this is what happens with da 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 da. Have you gotten to this part yet? So I've heard that Yellowstone's really good.
Maybe when we have our lives back together, we'll like watch it at the same time and just like, you know, Discord each other about it.
We could watch it in the Patreon Discord.
Maybe. I feel like people, like more people would sign up for your Patreon. Sarah's boss says you're cute, by the way.
Aw, thanks, Sarah's boss. You have excellent taste in makeup. That sounds like it came from nowhere, but it didn't. Okay. We're at 25, so let's do a 20-minute sprint where we're gonna get another thing done. Maybe I'll actually get another chapter edited. Wouldn't that be something?
I believe
something
in you. I believe in you. You can do
I
it.
believe in you too, and all of you.
Yeah.
So let's get one thing done in 20 minutes. Let's do it. In
Okay.
3, 2, 1, write stuff. And we grew a tree. It is this one.
The tree was grown. Well done.
Yes. It has stars in it. It's very pretty.
It's so beautiful.
So how'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below. Mr. Kate back. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. How did you do, Tamara?
Let's see. I got through a few pages of bailed out, so that was pretty good. And then so that's what I did.
I edited a great question to ask myself. 1, 2, 3. I edited 4 pages because I was reading it and being like, maybe, maybe not. I've left notes for myself.
Notes are good.
Mm-hmm. I think in this next sprint, I'm going to just do a writing dump a little bit and make sure I've got everything in here. So.
I love writing dumps. They're my specialty. It sounds gross, but it's not. Ooh, Kappa hand wrote almost a page and refilled your pen with ink. Excellent.
Oh, the fountain pens. Those are exciting.
Aphrodite gave me a fountain pen that I still haven't used because I'm like, it's so pretty and I don't want it to run out of ink. Spence folded laundry and more shenanigans planning. And also, Spence, you sneaky sneak, I saw that you upgraded your Patreon on thingy tier on my Patreon. So now you can join the Discord. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you so much. That made me very happy. And of course, if anyone else would like to be in on the Patreon and join the Discord and all that good happy stuff, links in the bio description. Wow. What are this?
Probably thought you were. Is it? I know Instagram does bio. Does TikTok do bio too?
Yeah.
Okay. I am not on the tickety talks.
I've done I've done 2 live streams on TikTok. And like the second one, somehow someone joined it and I didn't understand what happened. And I just ended it abruptly. And that was the end. I was just like, what's going on here? I'm very scared.
Startled.
Exactly. Like this is not the drone that I'm looking for. I'm done here. Everything's weird. I'm creating another room. I can't believe I only used the Forest app 3 times last month. So hopefully I'll be able to look over March and be like, yes, I did the thing.
Yeah, I was invited. Yeah.
I made much work happen. C6TS. Yes, I think that's correct. 3DA 6C6TSG. Yes. Yes. Catpaw, use it. They're refillable. I know. I just have a thing. Like if I like something a lot, I don't want to use it. It's silly.
kind of like that with like bullet journals, like when I'm trying to like sketch the pages out, but then like I'll like get really freaked out because I'm like, what if I make a mistake? And or at least that's how I used to be. I've made like so many mistakes in this book, and I've been like, 0 F's given. I've just moved on. So, ugh.
I forgot to do it on the first because this week is butt on buttered bread, but it was close enough to still count. Hooray! That's just so cool. I really appreciate it. Butt on buttered bread. So, who was that?
Oh, that's Kissy.
I was like, that didn't come from here.
No, she lays under the desk and she'll make groans and disgruntled sounds, and of course, like I'll be in the middle of like a team meeting with like my core team, and they'll be like, "Who was that?" It's like it's me, but it's not me.
It's the animal.
Yeah, like ignore the mess on my floor, but like that's where she is.
Aw, hi Kissy.
Yep, that's what she does. She just sits by my feet and sleeps and makes disgruntled sounds. Don't you, miss? Don't you? I'm petting her, so obviously she's getting everything she wants in life right now.
I love her grumbles. She's so grumbly.
Yes. I'm petting her with my feet. That's what's happening.
She's like, oh, grumble, grumble, grumble.
Yeah, what are you going to do? I'm touching you. She's smiling, though. She got that dog smile.
Aww.
There you go. There you go. Corgi butt.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. This is good. Grumble, grumble.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's up?
Sometimes I look at the Bliss Twitter and I'm like, I don't think I'm old enough to be seeing this.
That's Bliss?
As me. I'm just like,
I'm about to say, like, as Bliss, she should be like that one gif of like the woman that walks through the door and like has like her arm out, like I'm here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the razzmatazz that Bliss does. So I'm just like,
like, oh no, I need an adult. Help.
I wasn't ready for this. I just thought I was going to see a tweet, not your meat. Yep. That's that on that. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to edit some more.
That's a great segue. Let's edit the meat of this manuscript. There you go. I'm ready. Hurry,
oh my
quick,
God.
Quick, before this gets...
further south.
Yeah.
God. Terrible puns. All right, so we have 20 minutes on the clock and we're going to get something done. It's going to be amazing. I have faith that all of you guys can get at least one thing done. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, write stuff. And we grew a tree. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below. Hi, Camille. It's really good to see you, and thank you.
I thought more. That's what I did. I did
Thinking's
much thinking.
good.
Yes, all the
Thinking is excellent.
How did you do?
I finished one chapter and started into another, so we're 3 chapters deep now, and this is a chapter where things start popping, so there might be more suggestions after this one.
Nice.
But it's going pretty well.
That's good. I always get worried when I'm editing something. Like there's one manuscript I haven't gone back to yet, but I remember that the editor said, it's like, I believe in you. And I was like, no, don't say that. Don't ever start an email off that way.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You could do this. No.
Oh, make it work.
Ooh, Amy planted 98 bulbs. Nail onto the seed trays.
Oh,
that's
a lot of work.
I want to have a garden. And hello, it's so good to see you. Cat paw fed the kitties, wrote half a page, checked for rental houses every half hour. Are you looking for a new place?
I wish you luck if you are.
Yeah, good luck. Ugh. I do not envy you looking for a new place. Unless your current place just really is sucky, then maybe that's good.
Oh, wow, that's rough.
Oh, I had that happen before. It was like my favorite apartment at the time, and they sold it. And I was like, okay. And I had 30 days to find a new place because in West Virginia, the rental laws are absolute garbage and it's definitely more for the renter or for the landowner than the renter. So that sucks. It's always the place that you love. It's never the place that you think sucks. And they're like, okay, you gotta leave. And you're like, oh, well, that was fine. I hated it here anyway. It's always the place that you like.
There's so I've been on like a reading binge for the last 2 months, but there was one book I read. It was called Read Between the Lines or the Pages. Okay, the timer's not on. I will tell you the name of this book. But part of the conflict in the book is the fact that this lady that was a bookstore owner got her property sold, and the person that's, bought the place up and was going to do whatever to it ended up being like the chick that she kind of like fell for. And so that was, yeah. So,
well, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice twist on a crappy situation.
Yeah, I really liked how the whole thing played out. I would really recommend it. I want to get so Read Between the Lines by Rachel Lacey. It's really good. I liked it a lot.
Is it in Kindle Unlimited?
Let me check. No, I don't want to re-download it. I already have it. All right. Well, can't see on here. One moment, please, and I will let you know.
It is.
It is? Okay, mm-hmm. There you go.
And yes, it's only $1.99.
It's good stuff. Oh man, this book I had on pre-order just came out. Oh, I want to start reading it.
What is it?
It's the last book in a series that I've been reading. Let me get the title. It's called The Resurrection Chronicles. It's basically like the world ends and Like, I'm going to explain this and you're going to laugh at me, and I deserve this. All right, so the world ends and hot, scaly men come from under the surface, and they try to help out humans, and they're super interested in women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty much like dumb puppies that will do whatever they're told to do. Yeah. But this is the last one. I've waited months for this.
I didn't know that you were a monster lover.
I didn't either. I just started reading the first one because I was like, apocalyptic world. Like, I like to read about those. And I was like, this is not going the way that I thought it would. And I would go back and read the blurb. But I was like, oh, I got one of those. Well, I'm invested now.
Well, I'm in it now. So what are you going to do?
Yeah. So I think I remember reading, because Mr. Brown will call me on my BS pretty frequently. But at one point I was like, I'm not going to read any more of these. And he's like, how many have you read? I was like, I've read 6. And he's like, you're going to read the rest of them.
I'm not going to read any more of these. I've read 6. Yeah.
But yeah, the author of the series says, this is the last one. It's not going to be one of those things that just goes on and on forever. Like, this is it. I'm done. And I was like, okay.
They're probably, you know how it is. Oh gosh, this one person I know, they're doing like the alphabet for a series.
Uh-huh.
And I think they said that they just finished like G.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, I'm so tired of it. I was like, I can't even imagine. Like,
that'd be intense.
I'm trying to get through like, trilogies. Like, that's all I've got in me. And maybe, like with the Beachbound Cozy series, if folks want a 4th one, I could do that, but I don't see like 26 of them bad boys.
We gave us that fun. Yeah, you gave us like that fun prequel, and then the Aunt Maeve story, and then so
there's the prequel, and there's Closed Out, and then Wiped Out, and then Bailed Out, and then Something Out for the following one that I haven't figured out yet. So, I mean, that's 5. Whoa.
You're at more than you thought you did.
That is not a trilogy.
That's a series.
Holy crap. I accidentally wrote a series.
How dare.
How dare. Aunt Mabel, she is part of the Whisper Valley series, which is like with the bookshop and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which I really need to rewrite that book 1 so it can include all the things that are in the prequel. Whoops.
You'll get around to it. I believe in you.
I really want to do it soon because I really like that book, and I took it down because it wasn't right. But now I have all the tools to make it correct, and I really want to make it so because I really like that story. And I like Issa a lot. And that's where you meet Aunt Mabel. And I want people to meet Aunt Mabel before I launch her story. Yep. That's that.
You got this.
Hello. How are you today? We're probably not going to stream for much longer. We're almost at that 2-hour mark.
Oh, we are, aren't we? Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you coming along for the journey, Carrow, because I was not looking forward to this today.
Oh, well, I was just kind of like, I had like a block of time, like kind of sitting there, and like people be like, "You want to meet at this time?" I'm like, nope, I have to wait. For what? I have to wait. You.
I have to wait. Something might be happening. Something might not be happening. I'm not sure. I'm waiting.
Yes.
And that was literally me. Am I doing this? Am I not doing this? I'm not sure. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it because I haven't done it in forever. And I miss everybody.
Oh, Mama Ward. Warming my cold bitchy heart over here. Thank you. Excuse my language.
That's lovely. Hey, Eva. I have been better, but I've been worse. So we're at a calm 5.
A calm 5. Level
Yeah,
5.
level 5 here out of 10. Just a 5. Oh man. But do you have anything planned for the weekend?
I have my stream on Saturday, and then I have officially taken Sundays off from like everything. So
That is a healthy mindset.
yeah, because I was looking over like my past. I don't want to say productivity, past activity. That's probably the better word. And I always notice like when Sunday comes around, it's like I say I'm going to do things, and then I just don't do them. So I just said it's kind of like when I tell people about when campuses are setting up sidewalks. What they do is they actually let students roam the campus for like a whole month, and then wherever they make paths at, that's where they put sidewalks down. So I was just like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what path I make, and then I'm just going to follow that because that seems a little easier.
Yeah. Instead of like micromanaging yourself
Yeah.
to death, to distraction, and to boredom.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sundays are kind of my clean the house, cuddle the dogs, play Hegyes day.
That sounds like an excellent day.
Good day.
I am going to try to come to your stream. I have done a poor job of it. The only time that I was actually would have been able to join you, that was when your electric went out. So hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, my whole Wi-Fi went down. I was just like, okay, I gotta get on the phone. I'm canceling it because I'm not streaming from my phone because I was not ready for that learning curve. Gotta wake up early. I do that.
Yeah. I have not been waking up early at all. But today I woke up at like a normal human hour instead of like 2 depression hour.
Oh.
Eva getting ahead of the curve. I try to clean enough on Thursday to avoid anything but the basics until Monday.
Yeah.
Ah, gosh. Well, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up for the day.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm still trying to get used to being back on these internet streets. And yeah. So, Carrow, would you like to tell the people who you are and where they can find you?
Yes, my name is Carrow Brown. I'm a fantasy author of those books on the wall over there. You can find me in Discord right now because I had to take my website down. I don't know if I told you that because we had to switch providers. Yeah, so I'm on Discord.
Oh no.
Yeah, GoDaddy was grabbing the sensitive areas a little too tight for us, so we're like, nope, bye, out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I need to set up a time with Amy so we can figure out what happens with Tamara Woods, the website. I need to find someone else to figure out what happens with Tamara Woods, the person. Anyway, on that note, my name is Tamara Woods. I write cozy mysteries and spicy things on the side. If you would like to be a part of my Patreon, there's a link down in the description for that. At the $3 tier, you can join the Discord, the Patreon Discord, and we have watched shows. And next, we're gonna watch a movie. We didn't do anything last month, and that was entirely my fault. But stuff was in shambles, so that's just what happens. But this month, I would like to watch Knives Out, I think, and maybe some other stuff. We'll see.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, Knives Out is excellent. Also, I have a book that I'm currently editing that's going to be dropping probably on the 15th. It's called Bailed Out, and if you would like to pre-order it, that link is in the description. Also, I had to cancel Writer's Workshop for February. That's been pushed to this month. And let's see, what day would that be? Be the last Saturday of the month.
That's the 26th.
At 2 p.m. Eastern, you would be here. And we will be talking about Mapping the Hero's Journey with Tarot, 33 Days to Finish Your Book by Arwen Lynch. And I purchased this book September 17th, 2019. So that has been a clinger on my TBR. And I'm finally getting rid of it. So that'll be cool. We'll be discussing it, and I hope that you will join us. And of course, all of Carrow's links are in the description as well. And I feel like that's enough. If you want to chat with me, hit me up on Twitter. So thank you guys for being here. Whether you're watching now or you're watching in the future, it is very cool to see you. I appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.